Degloirespace signing in. Whenever you want to change and make your life better, there's one thing that no one tells you, and that is that when you start to improve, succeed, grow, people are going to treat you different. Some people are going to treat you better, some people are going to treat you worse, but not the same as you were before. You see, people are used to who you were. So a lot of times when you come to change yourself and you want to do something different, people start telling you, hey, that's not you. That's not what we're used to. You see, people like to work out who you are. And once they've worked out who you are in their mind, you can't change from that. If you do, it kind of confuses them. They want you to stick to the same narrative, the same idea that they know about you. So when you change, even for the better, they feel like, no, this can't be. They're losing control of the idea of who you are in them. They've worked you out. Why are you changing? So you might see that some friends might get awkward. You might get some passive jokes. You know, those belittling jokes. Oh, yeah. He's trying to be a karate master. Or, oh, he's trying to make movies. You might get some of those. You might even get some laughing at you, at your goals. Why can't you be like the rest of us? I remember I've had this one where there was a time where I had a lot of goals about walking very far distances. And a few times people said to me, why can't you be just a normal person like the rest of us? So here I am I'm thinking I'm doing something that's incredible. The distances that I'm covering and all that. For me, it's a big achievement. But to them, it's like you've become a joke. And some people will act like, oh, you're too much now. You know too much now. He thinks he's better than all of us. Now, and you have to remember that whenever you succeed, whenever you're trying to change, you're reminding them about their lack of action, their inactions. So basically, it's like you're a mirror and they're looking at you. They're like, oh, he's moving. He's actually doing something. And that's reminding them that, oh, I do nothing. I just procrastinate. I just sit. How come that person can do it? Why can't I? I got to make sure that they don't do it either. You see, that just your discipline, your consistency, it reminds them of their laziness. You trying to take risks, that reminds them of their comfort. And your ambition reminds them of their conformity and their excuse making. Not all support is real support. Sometimes when you're on the same level as someone and they're helping you out, you think this person is there supporting me. But when you start to grow, they might pull their support away. You see, they like the idea of you being small, struggling. I don't want to sound like they're all evil. It's just a human defense mechanism. It's how we as human beings justify ourselves to ourselves. So don't misinterpret my words and think, they're all evil. It doesn't work like that. It's just the way that human beings, we're lazy. We don't do enough. We know that we can be so much more. But how do we excuse ourselves? He failed, she failed. So if I fail, it's okay. So some people, when they're supporting you, when you're on the same level as them, they'll support you because you're struggling just like them. But when you shine, their energy will change. They might distance themselves from you. They might look for any loopholes and try to pull you back down. For example, if you're sticking to a diet and then, hey, why don't you have this with us? Hey man, just one day, you'll be all right. You get back to your diet tomorrow. And then remember that as you better yourself, you start becoming less relatable to them. People want someone on their level a lot of the times. And then this brings us to the harsh reality. This is where we can sabotage ourselves. You need to know that you have to be willing to outgrow some people. Sometimes when you decide and you take action to grow, it does mean that you're going to outgrow the people around you, the people who are your norm, the people that you've grown up with even. And so success becomes, it's not just about building, it's also about letting things go. And when I say outgrow, you don't just outgrow others. Sometimes you outgrow the space you're in. Sometimes you outgrow habits. Sometimes You will outgrow your old identity where you will look at yourself and think, wow, that's no longer me. And here, a lot of people might say, you've changed. You've changed. But don't fall into that. Look into yourself, say, am I on my trajectory? Because that's not betrayal, that's growth. When a cocoon grows into being a caterpillar, it's going to shed. It's no longer going to be its old self. And then when the caterpillar becomes the butterfly, it also has to shed that skin again. It is outgrowing itself. That's growth. That's good change. It's not betraying anybody. And so we find out that some people are only meant to walk with you for certain chapters. And in certain chapters, you'll hang out with these people more. In the next chapter, you might have these people still around, but you might have to hang out with them less. It just automatically happens. And some people are new. They'll just jump into that new chapter. And those are the chapters of your life. And this is where you need to be consistent. You need to keep going regardless. Keep going anyway. It's not about being better than anybody. It's not about being less than anybody. It's just about you want to grow as a person. You want to succeed as a person. And you want to have adventures that make you grow. And if you succeeding makes someone uncomfortable, unfortunately for them, it's not your burden. Like, what do? Do you just you just decide, okay, I'm making this person uncomfortable. I will no longer try to better myself. Is that what you're going to do? Is that the choice you're going to make? Just to please them? So if you are growing, healing, or building, don't be surprised if people treat you differently. Let it happen. It means the process is working. Degloirespace, signing out.